is the true mission of DARPA to protect the Earth from alien invasion? Well, let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I'll talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, a friend of the channel, John Stewart, recently got in touch with a PhD scientist that used to work with DARPA, and they exchanged emails in which she revealed some shocking information. Really juicy stuff. So let's let John tell us about it.
They're the top of the research food chain, DARPA is. Working with them was scary. I'll tell you about it. Folks, are you get ready for this? She goes on. Of course, they can't come right out and say their ultimate purpose is actually to repel a planetary invasion that is currently in progress. It's a PhD level scientist, retired, that used to work with DARPA. That's too serious of an issue to raise until we have some sort of solution to offer. And when that time comes, it will obviously have to be carefully controlled. Now, this is a woman who's telling us that DARPA's real mission, the real goal, is to eventually repel a planetary invasion.
Well, that's a terrifying thought that, first of all, DARPA has that technology, and second of all, they feel the need to protect us from a planetary invasion. Now, I don't think they're doing a very good job because the beings are here, so I'm not quite sure about how any of that makes sense. But it's fascinating. Timothy Alberino responds with, if true, then it would explain DARPA's Accelerated Super Soldier Advanced Robotics Program. I have been saying for many years that the Greys are covertly executing a campaign for planetary acquisition. The human-alien hybrids are already in place to herd humanity into compliance when the time comes. Now, I don't know about that. For sure, many contactees and abductees report being, trained by the beings into things like crowd control when the big event happens. So, yeah, I mean, is that the planetary invasion that DARPA is designed to protect us against? Is that something else? Other accounts or other, more optimistic takes on that are that the beings are here to protect us in case of some apocalyptic event. That the contactees that are being trained for crowd control are being trained to herd people aboard UFOs when some apocalyptic natural calamity hits the Earth. So that's a more optimistic take. Of course, I've seen one too many episode of The Twilight Zone, so I'm, a little skeptical of getting aboard the alien ship. We serve man. Yeah, if you've seen that episode, you know what I'm talking about. What is the truth of that? All of that? Is DARPA, in fact, preparing for an alien invasion? How does that make sense when the beings are already here in great numbers? And they can do whatever they want. Could there actually be a covert war going on right now or being planned for with DARPA's super soldiers or androids or God knows what fantastic, crazy sci-fi technology they may have in their possession? And I'm pretty sure DARPA has some pretty swanky toys. Do they actually have an army of super soldiers or whatever? I wouldn't put anything past them at this point. But let me know your theories on all of that. Keep in mind that John Stewart's Whistleblower is saying that, this invasion has already begun, which of course it has. I mean, if we're talking about the beings that are currently here on Earth, I'm not quite persuaded that's an invasion. They could have always been here. They could have created life on Earth. They could have put the moon where it is. Who knows what the possibilities are, what the reality of all of that is. They could have very benevolent reasons. They could have more neutral reasons. They could have more hostile reasons. I think that if they wanted to take over, they could have taken over a long time ago. But maybe they have more subtle plans, creating hybrids, infiltrating the government, taking over in more subtle ways. I think that's a possibility. Who knows? The hybrids do seem to be here, and there's probably a lot of them. The beings that have been creating hybrids with contactees and abductees have been doing it for a long time, over generations. They seem to prefer specific bloodlines for some reason, which is very interesting, and they may be even tweaking bloodlines over generations. And there are people like Mary Rodwell who have much more optimistic takes on the hybrid program and the whole abduction phenomenon. And then there are some like David Jacobs that have much more negative takes on all of that. Now, Mary Rodwell will say, and did say on my program, because I asked her, what's your take on David Jacobs? And she says, well, David is looking at, the painful, abduction experiences and, taking away, that is a very negative thing and that they are bad and they are hostile. But she said he's looking at it like, an appendectomy, the pain of the appendectomy, whereas he's not seeing the full picture, which is the benefit overall because of that, painful procedure. So yeah, there's optimistic takes, there's more negative takes. Either way, the beings do seem to be here, and they've been here for a long time. There are hybrids. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if they're infiltrating the government with a plan to take over, but could that be what DARPA is all about? And they are trying to protect us from that? Or could it be something else? Could it be a smokescreen? DARPA is saying they're here to plan for an invasion and protecting us from that, but really they're trying to get money for their various programs so they can do whatever they are doing, whatever their actual purpose is. I think that's probably more likely. But I really support John for getting this information from this individual. I hope she comes forward publicly. She won't reveal her name yet or come forward publicly. He's talking about maybe releasing an essay that she wrote. So hopefully that'll happen. But we really ideally need her to come forward with her real name giving us this information, because this is obviously jaw-dropping information. And I really kudos to John for getting this fantastic information from this individual. Again, ideally, it needs to be backed up by this individual coming forward publicly. If she didn't want to reveal her name, at least she can show her face. If she didn't want to show her face, we could black out her face. But at least come forward and tell her story in her own words. I hope that happens one way or another. Either way, really juicy story, guys. And I'm sure John will give us updates. And the video is much longer. And I encourage everybody to go check out John's channel. And I will link to that below. And you can watch the full video full of really fascinating information. So go do that and let me know what you think about the idea that DARPA may be designed to protect us from a planetary invasion. And tell me how you think that makes any sense, since the beings are already here. Do you think, as I do, that could be a smoke screen? Oh, we're here to protect you, so we need some money. So just to get the money, so they can use it for whatever their actual agenda is. But hey, that's just an idea. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.